See if I can get him from downtown. Oh, almost. I got him. Nice. All right. Is he? Yep, he's down here. Nice. Double whammy. All right. Mike. Yeah? What day is it? It's Wednesday. Hump day. It's hump day. And we all know that's... Oh, shit. That stupid kid never leaves his stoop. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, so sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below, and finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from, but today is October the 15th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys for both of your secret wandering vendors. But before you get to those vendors, you have to unlock their location. And to do so, you have to find the snitch. Now, the snitch is located in over a dozen different locations throughout the open world. And every time you log out and log back in or switch characters, what have you, the snitch will move around. Now, you can spawn the snitch over and over and over as long as you know where to look. So, what I typically do is, because I get messages from new and returning players constantly about where to find the snitch, or hey man, I didn't find the snitch there, is there any other locations? I ask you to please let everyone know in the comments where you find the snitch today, where you typically find the snitch. That way we can all get to the vendor today before it closes. Because remember, these vendors will open and close. Now, whenever you talk to the snitch, he will drop a bounty. Just highlight the bounty and then go to abort bounty to keep it for later. And you can see all of these heroic bounties that I have kept over time just from talking to the snitch. Now, like I said, after you talk to the snitch, you will get the 2 locations for your 2 secret wandering vendors. Now, it will be a white shopping cart icon on your map. So let me see if I can find it really quick. Nothing over here. Okay, so that means they're all over here. All right, so here is Cassie Mendoza's location. She is currently in Constitution Hall. And where is... Oh, there's Danny Weaver. And Danny Weaver's location is in the West End. Now, we go to Danny Weaver last just because, well, Danny Weaver isn't really a typical vendor. He's a textiles vendor, so it's a little bit different, where Cassie Mendoza is a normal vendor where you can just take your normal e-credits and get to the vendor and buy whatever she has to offer. But with Danny Weaver, it's all about textiles, and that has to do with like your apparel caches and all that jazz. So we'll talk about that here in just a second, but let me run over to Cassie Mendoza without getting shot. We should be fine. And just a reminder, the Halloween event that drops, everything starts next week, so just be ready. I know that Arc Raiders has a free-to-play thing this weekend, and we will also have a Halloween event in the game next week as well. I saw that new Scarecrow backpack trophy. It looks really cool, but I'm really convinced that we're going to get a Scarecrow outfit very soon to go with that backpack trophy. But all right, I have made my way all the way to Cassie Mendoza. Make sure you timestamp it, do whatever you need to. Here is Cassie Mendoza's weekly vendor reset and must-buys. Starting with your named items, and this does come with a disclaimer. So the bottom 3 named items you actually have to unlock. So these are all of your hunter items. So the Shield Splinter is the year 1 hunter item. The Hunter Killer is the year 2 hunter item. And the Huntsman is the year 7 hunter item. Yes, they took 5 years off. I know. But regardless, what you have to do is you have to open up the ivory chest to get the Shield Splinter, and then Cassie will sell it. For the Hunter Killer, you have to open up the off-white chest to unlock that, and then she will sell it. And for the Huntsman, you have to unlock the ash chest, and then you will receive this weapon, and she will sell it. There you go. Now, starting off at the top, we have the Thorn. This is the named Spas 12 with Perfect Brazen. And this one with optimal range. What I would do is just change optimal range off for damage to targets that it cover. You'd be good to go. Following that, we have the Bobber. This is the named Zoo chess piece with Perfect Entrench, and this one with crit hit damage and skill haste. I just am not a fan of the talent Perfect Entrench, and it has to do with headshots, which is not on this chess piece, so I'd probably pass. Following that, we have the Shield Splinter. I already told you how to unlock it. However, the Shield Splinter is the named F2000 with Perfect Optimist, and this one with crit hit damage. You could easily just change that to damage to targets at a cover and be good to go. After that, max armor on the Hunter Killer. Nice! So this is the Hunter Killer chest piece, the named Golden Gear chest with Perfect Intimidate, and this one with weapon handling and explosive resistance. The weapon handling part, that makes me kind of lean towards like a LMG or the Pestilence. So what I would probably do, which might be pretty cool, is change the explosive resistance off for armor regeneration, and then do that with weapon handling. Put this with the Pestilence, and then do Perfect Intimidate, Perfect, what's the Matador? Perfect Adrenaline Rush? Oh, man, that would be nasty with the Pestilence. Woo! I might have to put that together. And finally, for the named items, we have the Huntsman. This is the named FAMAS with Perfect Frenzy, and this one with optimal range. Just change that to damage to targets at a cover, and you're good to go. Following that, we have the gear set items. First up, we have the Measured Assembly Backpack with Health, a Hunter's Fury chest piece with crit hit damage. That's not bad. The chest piece is horrible, but this isn't bad rolls on it. I mean, it's nice. Following that, we have a Tip of the Spear pair of gloves with skill damage, Heartbreaker knee pads with repair skills, Negotiator's Dilemma holster with crit hit damage. That's a nice one. That is a nice one. And finally, a Tip of the Spear mask with repair skills as well. Now, the Heartbreaker knee pads have armor high enough to where you could just change the repair skills off for whatever it is you want, and you'd be good to go. The Negotiator's Dilemma, same thing. The weapon damage is high enough to where you could change the crit damage to whatever it is you want, or you could just change the weapon damage to armor. Going to the high-end items, starting with the weapons, we have a Grown Great. This is the named SMG with Perfect Stabilize, and this one with headshot damage. Following that, we have a custom M870 with stability and pumped up, a Heliguard backpack with hazard, crit chance, and tech support, and finally a Fenris pair of knee pads with weapon handling and crit chance. Going to the mods, we have crit chance 4.9 and sticky bomb skill haste of 4.4. Now, must buys, things to look for from Cassie Mendoza. The Thorn's not bad, just change that bottom attribute to damage to targets at a cover. The Hunter Killer's not bad, but like I said, maybe for like the Pestilence or something, keep that weapon handling on there, and then just change the other attribute to armor regen. For the gear set items, the Heartbreaker caught my eye, as well as the Negotiator's Dilemma. And as far as the high-end items go, I mean, you could do Heliguard with hazard and crit, and then change the tech support to Adrenaline Rush. And for the Fenris, you could make this double crit. Both of those are pretty decent pickups. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 items to take a look at from Cassie Mendoza. I mean, that's not bad. It's aight. Now let's jump over to Danny Weaver. So Danny Weaver is located at the West End. And what we're going to do is fast travel to the classified assignment. That is the closest location. And then we're going to run down the street to Danny Weaver. Now, as far as Danny Weaver, you have to have textiles. That's the whole meaning of Danny Weaver's vendor. What he does is he sells you different caches every week for textiles. Now, to get textiles, it's pretty simple. So all you do is you go to your apparel, and every few shade levels, you'll get a new standard apparel cache. Now, if you open this cache and get a duplicate item, you will then receive textiles. For example, right here, bada bing, come on, bada boom, weapon skin. And it says that textiles were rewarded instead. I got 75 textiles for this duplicate weapon skin. I mean, that's not bad. It's all right. Sometimes you'll get like 60 textiles. Sometimes you'll get like 150, something crazy. But it just depends on what type of item it is. But they're all going to be duplicate items after time. I mean, there's only 99 items total, so a big majority of us are already maxed out on it, and we're just collecting textiles for the fun of it, I guess. I wish that we had more textile vendors or more to buy with these textiles, but it is what it is. Now, if you have never been to this location before, there are 2 side missions here right next to Danny Weaver. But here we go. Timestamp it. Do whatever you need to. Here is Danny Weaver.
You want to make a deal?
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 caches. We have 9 caches today from Danny Weaver. Now, yes, Danny Weaver is bugged for some people. So if you see no items here, just log out, log back in, and go back to Danny Weaver. If you buy these caches and it does not take away from your textiles, then it's not going to work either. So whenever you pick these up, just make sure that it does subtract from your overall textiles, which it is. Seems to be working for me. Now, another thing is when you back out, make sure you check the bottom left of your screen to make sure all of the caches are popping up. It will take a second. You can see it is taking a second. All right. And we should have 9 caches right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Not bad. So we have 1 named, 1 seasonal cache, 1 exotic, followed by crafting caches and a few field proficiencies. Oh, and optimization. So let me know what you get in the comment section below. Here's what I get from the exotic. Ooh, I got the pestilence. Nice. And for the named item, I got the battery pack. And for the seasonal cache, tipping scales. Not bad. All right. Let me know what you get in the comment section below. That is your weekly vendor reset and must buys for both of your secret vendors, being Cassie Mendoza and Danny Weaver. Remember that these vendors do open and close every other day. So if you go, let's see if I can pull it up. There you go. So in the top left of your screen, you can see 17 hours before the vendor closes. And then when that happens, they will move locations. You'll have to find the snitch again, and then you'll have to find their location again. Not too shabby. But all right, that is it. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from, but that's it for me. I think I'm going to go over to Twitch and start live streaming. I'll catch you over there. Peace out. Yeah.